Good afternoon. So how are you doing today, Ashish?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. Did you have your lunch, Bob?
Yeah, I did. I just had my lunch.
Okay. How's the work going for you?
The work is going fine.
All right. So do you like the work culture here?
Yeah, the work culture is good. I do enjoy it.
Okay. Do you have any issues with the co-workers or the organization or the work profile as such?
Leaving out a few, not that I can say that I have issues with anybody else.
Okay. And share us a good experience and a bad experience so far that you've had.
Good experience would be that I have managed to host almost every event successfully, and the negative of that would be that some employees are uncooperative, which is bringing down my targets.
Okay. Did you take a step for that?
I have tried the usual steps of motivating the employees, but I do not think it is doing any good.
All right, all right. So as you're aware that it's an appraisal process.
Yeah.
So I will not take much time, and I hope you've had your lunch properly. Yeah. So
So Ashish, as per the KRA, you had to hire appropriate number of employees within a period of 30 days to fill up the vacancies. So how many have you managed to hire?
I have hired 3 out of the 6 that I was supposed to hire. This is mainly because of the difficulty in finding the employees with the skills mentioned, because each of them are different. I could only find 3 out of that, and the rest are very difficult to find at the moment in the job market.
So according to the data which I have been given, it's just 50% of your target.
Yes, that is right.
Okay. Like you said, you've been able to host the programs which we are supposed to host, and I believe these programs we are supposed to create better relationships between the employees or the staff who are working under you, and according to data you have done that perfectly well, so it's a thumbs up from this end, and we also encourage you to keep on doing such so that we can have better productivity.
And I'd like about an issue that came to my notice regarding the compilation of the data, which was, I think, was provided by the line manager, if I'm not wrong. And how did you manage to work it out? Like, how much time did you take?
But if you look at that, I took 3 weeks as compared to supposed to do it in, which is 2 weeks. The reason for that being, if you noticed, when my line manager actually provided me the data, it was 1 week later than he had to do it. So that is why I had 2 weeks to compile that data.
Sure. Okay.
So let's talk about the attrition now. You're supposed to retain at least 95%, if I'm not wrong, of the productive employees. And how much have you managed to?
I would say I managed to retain about 85% of the employees.
Okay, and what are the issues you're facing? Why are employees leaving?
The other 2 employees, I could not stop them. One of them would not tell me the reason why he wanted to leave. He just gave in his resignation within a 1 month's notice, and he just left. He did not give me any reason. He said it was personal. So I couldn't stop that.
And the other one?
And the other one, well, I tried offering him some incentives to retain him, and offering him a transfer to another area, which is his hometown, so he could work it out. But then he too would not agree on that, and he gave in his resignation as well.
Okay, so let's talk about the training of the new employee that you've taken under. So how was that?
I would say that was good. I have trained most of the employees, and as you can see, the productivity has improved with these employees after their training.
Are there any difficulties in training them?
Not that I would say, but attendance was an issue.
Well, you must be proud of yourself. You did a real good job in that.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have one query to ask you. So you were given a target of 1 month to fill up the vacancies, right?
And also you had to do a performance check of the new joinees within 6 months. So can you just update me with what is the time frame did you take to complete the task?
Actually, I would require more time on that, as I've only finished 50% of the amount that I was supposed to do, and the rest 10% of the employees are still remaining to be appraised. I mean, to have to be checked, but so I will need more time on that, as these employees had a lot of issues.
And how much time do you think you needed? Because 6 months is actually a long period.
Yeah, but then you know how our employees are in an organization.
Yes, exactly. But you have again new joinees coming in, right?
Yes,
You have to fill up the vacancy within a month. So how do you cope up with that again? You are adding another lot.
Yeah, I will need to find out new ways to do this.
Yeah, so any help, any cooperation you need from any teams, you can do
Yeah,
ask
I will
them.
let you
But
know.
make sure you just take a limited period of time. So can you just make an assurance that you need this much amount of time to finish the
Yeah,
task?
I will make.
So
sure
how
that
much
I will.
time you think, like just approximate time?
By this September,
So it comes up to
2 months.
more 2 months.
Yes.
Okay, so I keep it as a target of 1.5 months. Let's see if you can do it.
Yeah, I'll take that as a challenge.
Okay.
Okay. According to your achievements, like you see, you have actually achieved some things, but of course, you have not reached 100% of what you're supposed to achieve. So for that reason, we have decided to incentives. Okay.
What is your expectation before that?
Yeah, do you have any expectations from us?
I would say my expectations would be the 10% is offered to HR managers according to the company description, company standards.
Okay. And anything else? Any support that you need for completing your work?
I will let you know later if I do need any support in this.
Alright, so
Okay.
we need to discuss about the incentives.
Okay. So the thing is, we can't give you 10% because 10% is supposed to be if you had completed everything. But
Start.
Okay, Ashish, so to end the appraisal, your usual hike was 10%,
Yeah.
but as you're aware, we already set targets for KPIs and KRIs beforehand, and you have not achieved all of them. You have achieved some of them, but most of them you have not achieved this time. So I can't be able to give you the usual 10% hike in your pay. I'll be giving you a 6% hike.
But 6% is a little less, don't you think? Like, the reasons I've given you, I've already given you the reasons for why there's a drop in the performance.
Yes. You have given me your reasons. Because you're an employee who over exceeds his performance every time, I've tried to at least give you a 6% hike. So this must be a motivation factor for you to do well in the next coming year.
Okay.
Good job. Thank you. You may leave now.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Yeah.